Hey everyone, and welcome. So, we all know Saturn, right? It's the one with those spectacular rings, the absolute jewel of our solar system. But what if I told you that stunning feature is actually living on borrowed time? Now, I'm totally serious. That giant, gorgeous cosmic hula hoop we all know and love, it might be on a cosmic clock, ticking down to its final days. And you know what? That's not even the most surprising thing about them. So today, we are counting down the top 5 facts about Saturn's rings that are going to completely change how you see our ringed neighbor. Ready? Let's dive in. Okay, kicking off our countdown at number 5 is a fact that just kind of messes with your whole sense of cosmic time. You'd probably think those rings have been around for billions of years, just like Saturn itself, right? Well, you'd be wrong. In the grand scheme of the cosmos, they're practically newborns. So how do we know this? Well, it's because they're just so clean. They're made of 99% pure water ice. If they were ancient, they'd be all dingy and dark from billions of years of space dust. Their incredible brightness is a dead giveaway that they're the new kid on the cosmic block. Just think about that for a second. When a T-Rex was roaming the Earth, it might have looked up and seen a Saturn with no rings at all. How wild is that? But, okay, if the rings are so young, how do they stay so perfectly formed? Well, that brings us right to number 4. It turns out the rings don't just stay in place by magic. Nope. They have a whole team of tiny little bodyguards keeping them in line. Everybody, meet Saturn's shepherding moons. They literally act like tiny cosmic sheepdogs, using their own gravity to nudge and herd all those icy particles. They keep the rings from just drifting away into a big, chaotic mess. It's this incredible cosmic ballet. And it is a real team effort. For example, the Cassini mission found a whole Magnificent 7 group of moons all working together just to keep the outer A-ring looking sharp. It's this beautiful symphony of gravity that gives Saturn its signature look. But what are these rings actually like up close? Well, that is fact number 3. From way over here on Earth, Saturn looks like it has a few big solid bands. But if you get a little closer, you'll see that's just an illusion. Yeah, when the Cassini spacecraft got up close and personal, it saw that what looks like one big ring is actually made of thousands of tiny, delicate little ringlets, all separated by these little gaps. The scientists said it looks just like the grooves on an old vinyl record. How cool is that? So they're young, they're super organized, and they're way more complex than they look. But the most mind-bending thing might just be their scale. Get ready for fact number 2. The sheer scale of these rings is just bonkers. It is almost impossible to wrap your head around, honestly. Okay, check this out. The rings are incredibly wide. You could line up almost 5 Earths across them. But in most places, they're only about 30 feet thick. To put that into perspective, if you could shrink the rings down to the size of a city block, they would be thinner than a single sheet of paper. And what are they made of? Just billions and billions of pieces of ice and rock, ranging in size from a tiny grain of sand to massive chunks as big as a house, all zipping around Saturn at unbelievable speeds. And here we are. The number 1 most mind-blowing fact about Saturn's rings is... That's right, the most spectacular, most famous feature in our entire solar system is temporary. So the story goes something like this. About 100 million years ago, some icy moon or comet got a little too close, and Saturn's gravity just shredded it, forming the rings we see today. That means we are living in this perfect, fleeting moment to see them in all their glory. Because in the cosmic future, they'll be gone. So what happens to them? Well, scientists figure they'll either slowly spread out and just drift away into space, or Saturn's gravity will eventually pull all that ice and rock down onto the planet itself. It's a fleeting cosmic masterpiece. It really makes you think, doesn't it? Our view of the universe is just a snapshot in time. What else is out there, right now, that future generations might never get a chance to see? And that's our look at Saturn's disappearing masterpiece. If you had fun with this cosmic countdown, do us a favor and give this explainer a like, and be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the universe's biggest secrets. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious.